It says the Productivity Commission that there are still barriers to the plan being delivered. And reading a couple of the points out of the report today, it says outstanding water resource plans in New South Wales pose a significant risk to the plan, and also this on Victoria. If the Victorian government does not become a party to the basin plan, any additional offsets from Victorian-led projects will be negligible. So a couple of points at the state level that need to be responded to.
Yeah, absolutely. So on New South Wales, when I became the minister, none of the New South Wales water resource plans were complete. It is extraordinary that under 9 years of the previous coalition government, nothing had been done to bring New South Wales to the table. We've got half of the water resource plans accredited now from New South Wales. We're working on the others very closely with the New South Wales government. And there's a strong sense of cooperation now to get those other plans finalised. Now, this is
so
really
that can
important.
be dealt with.
Yes, yeah. And I mean, this is really important. I know that people's eyes glaze over when we start talking about water resource plans. Until we have water resource plans in place, the Inspector General of Water Compliance can't do his job to make sure that New South Wales is doing its job to deliver water for the plan. When it comes to Victoria, look, I can't really explain the Victorian government's position. They have consistently said they don't like water buybacks. Well, neither does New South Wales. But as the Commonwealth Minister, I am responsible for delivering on the plan, and voluntary water purchase will be part of delivering this plan.
And it's all voluntary, as you say.
Of course, it's all voluntary.
That's the key, isn't it?
It's all voluntary. And what's weird about this is the Victorian government is fine for one farmer to sell water to another farmer. They're fine for that to be sold across different river valleys. They're fine for the Canadian Public Service Pension Fund to buy that water, for anybody else to buy that water, but not the Commonwealth, but not the Commonwealth government to use for environmental water. It just makes no sense.
Yeah, well, it certainly doesn't make sense. Do you have any hope that you can shift their position on it?
Oh, I believe so. We're in productive conversations.
Okay. The industry, now just on this report today about a recycling tax, so the recycling industry is urging you to carve out cardboard and paper from new regulations. Is this something you're open to?
No, it's a nonsense story. I mean, the rules around recycling paper and cardboard were developed by the Morrison government in 2019. This has been coming for a long time.
So you haven't ambushed the industry, as they say?
No. Well, I don't know. It's a pretty slow ambush, 2019. And what the previous government said at that time is Australia should be dealing with Australian rubbish and we should be doing more recycling in Australia. The problem was they didn't set up any sort of system to achieve their objective, which was to recycle Australian paper and cardboard here. So since coming to government, we have been building recycling infrastructure. We've now committed across Commonwealth, state and private sector over $1 billion to recycling infrastructure. We have increased recycling capacity in Australia by 1.3 million tonnes. I recently opened the largest paper and cardboard recycling facility in the Southern Hemisphere in Melbourne. We've got the infrastructure. We shouldn't be exporting our rubbish overseas to be dealt with. Wherever we can possibly do it here in Australia, we should do it here. So the levy only applies if people are taking their cardboard and paper overseas to be recycled. They should be doing it here and then they don't have to pay any levy. And by the way, this levy's not in place yet. This is something we are discussing with the industry.
Right.
And it was developed in 2021 by the Morrison government. So 2019, the policy came into effect. 2021, the previous government said there would be a levy if you kept exporting our waste. There's no surprise here. This is a long time discussion.
A slow ambush, as you put it.
Very slow.